Today is Q&A day. I did a Q&A video in the spring and you guys loved it so much that I decided to bring it back and do it again in the fall. So I asked you guys on social media to ask me any questions and I got some amazing questions that I will be answering for you today. Hey you guys, I'm Kristen and welcome to the Gold Project. If you are new here, welcome. We hope you decide to become a part of our community by clicking that red subscribe button below. Also hit that bell notification so you are informed every time I post videos. I post videos at least 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on this channel, we have a mission to get organized on a budget and with a plan together. So I hope you decide to click that red subscribe button and to become a part of our community and our mission. So we will go to the Facebook group first. So if you are not a part of the Golden Circle on Facebook, I would love for you to become a part of our community on Facebook. It is a community of positivity. So I will leave that link in the description below. So the first question is the question that I get asked probably the most often. It is, how do you find balance between being a mom, the Gold Project, and a teacher? How do you do it all? I get asked this pretty often and I always say I like to have a full plate. You guys, I don't know. I am always on the go, and if I did not have a planner, I could not do everything. So my planner is my brain on paper. I know I say that, but y'all, it really is. I don't just decorate my planner, I use it. And like today when I'm filming this video, when I film videos, I don't just film one video a day. I will bulk film videos. So today is a Sunday and I have written down to film like 5 or 6 videos. So I will find at least one day a week is my filming and my editing day. Usually that one day is either Saturday or Sunday. But let's say that we have cheer competitions, because once that like January hits, Kate will have cheer competitions on some weekends. So that means we'll be out of town and I won't have time to film. I have to plan way in advance. I mean, everything is planned. So I know if I'm gone on a weekend and I have to film a plan with me video, normally those are filmed a week or 2 ahead of time. So I will bulk film my videos and y'all, everything gets written down. And with the, if you've not seen my favorite things for the month of August, I will link that in a card above. I'm telling you, the Walmart grocery pickup has really saved my life now. I feel like that is one thing that's going to help me balance everything. Because you guys, by the end of the week, I'm exhausted. Like yesterday, I was going to do all the filming and I was just tired. I'm like, I don't want to put makeup on. I don't want to get in front of a camera. So I let myself rest yesterday, and then this morning I got up and I was ready to go. So how do I do it all? A planner. I mean, I can't really, and y'all, I don't sit down and watch TV. Like when I get home at the end of a day, I'm either like editing a video, I am doing comments, I am working on my Etsy shop. Sometimes, like last week, Kate had cheer for like an hour and a half and I didn't want to leave and go anywhere, so I just took my laptop with me and I worked on some things at the cheer facility. So you guys, I'm always, my planner, if I don't have things planned out, I'm not gonna get them done. So that's how everything gets balanced and I get everything done. Okay, the next question, y'all have asked some really good questions. The next one, do you have one absolute favorite thing to organize, like bags, crafting items, etc.? Something that brings great joy when organized. I am going to say my office. I love to organize my office and find better ways to organize washi tape and all of my planning supplies. And I like to, even to the like organizing like my Calyx unit, how everything is positioned and displayed, and I find great joy in organizing my office because it is my happy place. I love it, and I'm always looking for better ways to organize what I have. And especially now that I'm not buying as much planner things. If you've not seen my planner must-haves video, I'll put that in a card above. It is so much easier to organize. I can tell you that my IKEA Alex 9-drawer unit, I've got 2 or 3 drawers that are completely empty. So that feels amazing to know that I'm not overspending now on planner supplies. Okay, the next one. I know you don't buy a lot of extra pantry grocery items, but what do you stock up on? 2 things I would say that I make sure. That is my Kind breakfast bars. I always purchase those. I like to have extra of those on hand. I think I have 2 extra boxes right now in my pantry because I never know when I'm going to be out of town, and I keep those with me at all times. So my Kind breakfast bars. And probably the second thing is our creamer. You guys, I have talked about this for several years now. My husband and I, the only creamer that we will use is the International Delight Cold Stone Creamer. Several of you have gone out and purchased this, and you're like, okay, there's no creamer like it. I've now got my mom addicted to the creamer, and I love this creamer so much that, like, my sister and them like the plain creamer. We will buy this creamer and travel with it. Like when we go for Thanksgiving to my sister's, we will go with our creamer. Or she will either buy it for us, which she has done in the past, because there's nothing that compares to this creamer. So that is what I stock up on. The creamer and the breakfast bars. Next question. What tips would you give to a first-time planner who has a limited budget but a big love for organization and stationery? Ooh, I'm right there with you. When I started in 2015 or 14 or 15, decorating my planner, you guys, I've talked about this in several videos. Definitely check out my planner must-haves video because I do address this as well. I was buying anything and everything that the Target Dollar Spot had that I could find online. I had an IKEA Raskog cart full of crap. And I'm saying crap because I didn't use any of it. I just thought if I didn't have this beautiful Pinterest-worthy IKEA Raskog cart full of planner supplies, I wasn't really a planner. And then, since then, I've backed off. So, my tip is do not go crazy like I did and purchase all the things. You need to decide on your planning style. What stickers do you like? So, samplers, I think, are a great way for you to decide what type of stickers you like. So, now that I've been planner decorating and planning for a while, I know what planner stickers I like. And if a shop has an a la carte option to where it's not a full kit, I will do the a la carte option because it saves me money and I'm not wasting the stickers. So definitely do that. Definitely know that you don't have to buy everything that you see on Instagram. Find your style. Slowly determine what stickers and your planner style that you want. Don't overspend like I did. Okay, next one. My daughter and I love your channel. What is your absolute favorite Disney item? What is the one thing that you love to do for yourself? Okay, let's take this one question at a time. What is your absolute favorite Disney item? I've got to talk about 2. And I could name so many more than this, but I'm gonna stick to 2. The first one I'm wearing, and the one you see me wearing this all the time, it is the Mickey Silhouette Pandora necklace. Let me see, there it is. Pandora necklace that my husband got me for our 10th anniversary. I wear this all the time. This is like the only necklace I wear. I would like to get another charm maybe for my birthday or something. Maybe he would get that for me so we can kind of add to the collection. So this is one of my favorite Disney items. And my second one would be the Dooney wristlet that my mom got me for my birthday. I absolutely love that wristlet. The quality is so amazing and I've used it every day since I got it. It is perfect. And I would like to add to that collection as well. So those are the 2 things. The necklace and my Dooney wristlet. I think it's called the Sketch wristlet. If it is available, I will link it below. And I will tell you that it goes in and out of stock. and I found it in stock like last October or something, and I called my mom. I'm like, I really want this wristlet and it keeps going out of stock. And she was like, go ahead and buy it and it'll be one of your presents. Second part of that question, what is the one thing that you love to do for yourself? I really love to read, and I haven't been able to read any. I've read one book this year because I've been focusing on my channel and opening up my Etsy shop, and I just haven't had a lot of extra time. So if there's one thing I'd like to do, I like to read when I can fit that in. Okay, how do you decide on the project you want to get done? You guys, this is how I decide. If I walk into a room and I'm like, that closet is a mess, seriously, it gets written down. That is how everything on this channel gets decided on. If I can write it down and I give myself a deadline, I know I'm gonna get it done. Like the homework station that I'm working on, I don't know if you've seen that yet or not. If you've not seen it, I'll link it above because I'm actually filming this video before the other one. If it's not, it's coming. I can't remember on my editorial calendar if this is before or after that one. So what I did was I was like, I need to make a homework station for my kids because they're getting to the age where we have to do studying for tests, and we can't ever find pencils, we can't find pencil sharpeners, we can't find paper. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks to work on this. So I wrote it down on my editorial calendar, and that focuses my brain, like I've got to get this done. So I can just walk around, like if my bathroom needs to be reorganized, I'll just pull out my editorial calendar and I'll write it down. That's how everything is decided. There's not really any, besides favorite things, like every month when I'm doing my editorial calendar right now is almost done through January. Almost. I've got a few dates here and there, but anything that pops into my head, I write it down. Plan with me is always going to be done every month. Favorite things always going to be done every month. So those always get written down first, and then I just kind of fill in with what I think needs to be done or an idea that pops into my head that I think you guys would like. Sometimes I nail it, sometimes I don't. So it is definitely a learning process doing YouTube. Okay, next, as a YouTube content creator, what are some of the things you've witnessed, experienced, good and bad, that you would like to change or keep the same? So basically, as YouTube as a whole, what do I like, dislike? You guys, people that think that YouTube is easy, it's not. I'm going to address a comment that one of you said. Said to me that I love your channel, but I feel like your content is becoming predictable. So I'm like, I sat on that and thought, you guys, I don't feel like that. And see, that's the thing, dealing with the comments like that, people not knowing how hard it is to do YouTube. You guys, it is so much more difficult than sitting my face in front of this camera and filming it. There are so many things that go behind the scenes that if me just filming this right now and putting it on YouTube would be all I had to do. So I have gotten with the algorithm thing. I'm just doing my thing. I'm not worrying about it because nobody knows how it works. Nobody knows how you get it viewed. So I'm just making the content that I feel passionate about. I'm tagging it, I'm doing the description, I'm sharing it on social media, I'm telling you guys to give it a big thumbs up, I'm telling you to become a part of our community, and I feel like that everything else is out of my control. If I'm keeping true to myself and I'm making content that I feel passionate about, then all of the other stuff hopefully will just kind of fall into place. No, my channel has not grown at the rate that other channels have. Sometimes it gets me down. Like the last couple of days, I've seen my numbers kind of drop. And then I'll go through a time where my numbers are continuously climbing. It's just part of the roller coaster of YouTube. But I do not feel like that my channel, it is kind of predictable. It's going, when you're branding, y'all, I can't just sit here and talk about my mission statement, get organized on a budget and with a plan together, and then come up with some beauty videos. It doesn't work like that. You have to stay true to your content and your mission. So I will throw in some lifestyle things like vlogs every once in a while, favorite things, a little bit about myself, like this Q&A video, but I stay true to organizing, planning, and budgeting, because that is what my brand revolves around. Y'all, it's not gonna be spontaneous. You're not gonna see just off the wall content unless it's like Vlogmas. On Vlogmas, you will see a little bit of, you know, kind of different content than you're used to seeing, because that's what Vlogmas is about. But my content stays true to my mission. And with the algorithm, I've stressed about it so much that I'm not stressing about it anymore, because nobody knows how the algorithm works. Have you ever tried any other planner other than Erin Condren? If Erin Condren didn't exist, what would be your next planner of choice? You guys, I've tried so many different planners, from like the basic ones at Walmart. I've tried a Filofax. I've tried a Traveler's Notebook. I've tried it all, and I keep going back to Erin Condren. So that is why I've tested out several different planners, and they didn't work for me. And planners are expensive. They're way too expensive to just be going out, you know, la-di-da, buy a planner. Okay, I'm gonna use this for a few months and I'm gonna buy something else. So I found what I like, and I'm going to stick to that. And I'm also one of those people that, like right now, I would almost like to try the colorful horizontal Erin Condren, but I purchased the neutral, so I'm gonna have to deal with the neutral until it's time for a new planner in June. So I'm a one planner person when it comes to my everyday planner. I'm not going to use a planner for 3 weeks and then jump to something else. So I'm dedicated to this until June of 2020. How did you and your husband meet? This is 2 questions. How did you and your husband meet? My husband and I were high school sweethearts. We went to school together. We started dating when I was 16 and he was 17, and the rest is history. So we've been together 21 years now. So he's been dealing with me for 21 years, so bless him. Okay, and what made you decide that teaching was what you wanted to do? I'm gonna give you the honest answer. I did not go to school to be a teacher. I have a business administration degree with an emphasis in marketing. I went and worked for the business end of St. Jude Research Hospital for a year and a half. And I was originally going to go and work in retail, and decided retail wasn't for me because I wanted to have kids and I wanted to be around my kids and do exactly what my mom did. She was at everything. She took me to school in the morning. She picked me up in the afternoon. And I feel like that really gave me stability in my life, so I wanted to do that for my kids. And then my husband is a coach, so I needed something that kind of fit with his schedule too, and I wanted to have more time with my kids, so I decided to go back to school and get my teaching certificate. That was back in 2007, so I've been teaching ever since. And I teach keyboarding now, but I've taught like everything from accounting, web design, business technology, personal finance. So now I'm teaching keyboarding. What would you tell someone who was either thinking about becoming a YouTuber or whose kids want to be a YouTuber? Being a teacher and a mom, I get that when I grow up, I want to make billions being a YouTuber line all the time. Honey, I do too. It just isn't realistic, but people are doing it. But I have no idea what goes into all of this, so it's difficult to discuss. Oh, these kids need to have a plan B, because, and I tell my students this, it takes about 2 months or so for my students to realize that I'm a YouTuber, and then they want to talk about it all the time. I'm like, I'm not talking about it. Well, how much money do you make? I'm like, not what you think I make. So it's hard being a YouTuber. Like I said earlier, it's not just sitting in front of the camera. You have to brand yourself. You have to do social media. You have to, I mean, it is definitely a passion of, I mean, you have to be passionate about it. You have to love what you are sharing. Y'all, it's not what these kids think it is. Like, I had to have a real come to Jesus meeting with my kids probably about 8 months ago, because they watch YouTube channels where these parents go and they have these 24-hour challenges, and we're gonna go and stake out Walmart for 24 hours, and they build like these toilet paper forts and all of this, and I'm like, Derek, Kate, that is their job. Your parents have teaching and coaching jobs. We don't have 24-hour challenge type of jobs to where we get to go through Walmart and build toilet paper forts. That is not real life. They are doing that as a career. You are watching their career. So these kids, they got to get realistic with it. I mean, there's so much more to filming your face and putting it on YouTube. You have to build a brand. And I have been taught that YouTube should not be your main source of income. So this is the part that I'm now working on. Tim Smoyer is amazing with telling you how to do your YouTube channel as a business. So definitely I'll put his channel in the description below. I've watched so many of his videos and learned so much. But I'm now trying to move my channel to like Etsy, and I'm trying to do a shop, because they say that YouTube needs to be your funnel for something else. It doesn't have to be an Etsy shop. It could be something else. You've got to sell something. So yeah, it's a lot harder. These kids have no idea. Okay, do I remember correctly that you are using the Erin Condren teacher planner? How do you stay caught up on lesson plans and ready for class the next day without working on it at home? Or do you? I don't take my work home. I decided many years ago that once I leave school, I'm done for the day. I'm not going to get everything done in a day. I'm not going to try to, but when I come home, that is my time for my kids and resting. I'm not going to be up till 12 o'clock at night doing lesson plans. I'm just not going to do it. Life's too short. I'm not doing it. So I'm actually using the academic planner for my teaching, and I really, really like it. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, because I am sharing photos of that. I need to actually upload a photo this week of that. So yes, I'm using the academic planner, not the teacher planner, and I just don't bring my work home. I've just decided that I'm not doing that. If you had an extra hour in the day, but you had to spend it on you, what would you do? I would probably read more books. I really miss reading, and right back here, I actually have a book on my nightstand that I haven't even had a chance to open up because my brain won't let me just relax and do that yet. I'm hoping in 2020 that I will be able to read more. I hope that was not too long. I'm not sure how long that this is taking, but that's all of the Facebook group questions. So I've got 6 more that I'm going to do from YouTube. So the first one says, how much time does it take you each week to sit and do your bills payment tracking? I do not do this every single week. This is done every paycheck. So the 10th and the 25th, I will sit down. It takes me a few hours since I have my budget planner and all that. I just have to really write everything down, pay the bills, send them out, mark everything in my budget planner, and I'm done. So a few hours on the 10th and the 25th. I would say maybe 2 hours to get all of that organized, paid, and all of that. Have you had any bad experiences in your job? My husband and I moved 5 years ago because of bad experiences in our job. We were under a lot of stress at our previous job. And y'all, it was taking a toll on me. I was very stressed all the time. He was very stressed all the time. Very high expectations. We worked in the same building, so we almost felt like that the microscope was on us, making sure that we didn't interact and didn't do all this. And it got to the point where the next year, they were moving the building. Like some people were changing classrooms. And they had made it to where my husband, there was 2 floors. My husband was gonna be on the opposite end, bottom floor than me. They wouldn't work with us with our kids because like when we had duty, we had to be there at like this time, like 7:20 in the morning. And we had somebody standing there with a clipboard making sure that we were there on time. Some teachers it had been reported that they were watching their bathroom breaks and telling them they can't use the bathroom at certain times. And we would get in trouble several times for not being there on our duty spot at the time we were supposed to, and it would get marked on a clipboard. But here was the thing. Our daughter had to be taken to preschool at the elementary and we worked at the high school. Well, they weren't even allowed to drop off until 7:30, and we had to be there at 7:20 for on duty days. We had one vehicle, so we had to ride together. And I mean, they put us on different duty days, so that meant that it wasn't just one day a week that we had to do that. It was like 2 days a week that we had to do that. So it was a really bad situation. I was very stressed. We were not making a whole lot of money. We only had one car. So God placed this new job into our laps and we could not pass it up, and it's been such a blessing for our entire family. Now both of my kids get shuttled to me in the afternoons. If I wanted to shuttle them to school when I got there in the morning, we could do that. So it's been a huge blessing for us. I was watching your classroom video and I just wanted to know if you see yourself still teaching keyboarding for years to come, or if you have a dream job you'd like to do. Thank you for your videos. I would really like to make this my full-time job, being a YouTuber, running an Etsy shop and all of that stuff. But for insurance purposes, insurance is a whole lot if I didn't do teaching. So I would probably still teach unless it just got to where it was so time consuming and required so much of me being away from school that I had to like step away from my job. So right now I still see myself teaching 5-10 years down the road. Okay, favorite cool weather beverage: coffee, tea, hot cocoa. You guys know what is my favorite drink of choice. It doesn't matter if it's 100 degrees outside or 10 degrees outside. It is coffee, hands down. I love coffee. My husband loves coffee. That is probably the only thing that I have this I gotta have it thing for. So hands down, it is coffee. How do you organize your curriculum? I'm actually redoing that. I have them in binders at school, so I had to do a new typing program this year, so I'm actually getting all of that reorganized. So I've got binder systems at school where all of my curriculum goes. So somebody says, I don't have a question, but I would like to say thank you for your videos on planning. It changed my planning to make it simple. Thank you once again. And you guys, that is why I do this. I do YouTube to help you guys. And, you know, doing YouTube, it keeps me on track and it helps me get projects done. But just like teaching kids, I wanted to feel like I was helping everybody as a whole. So this YouTube channel has been great for y'all, but it's also been fantastic for me as well. It has helped me tremendously, and I appreciate every single person that is part of this community that leaves me positive comments, that leaves me things that I could improve on, because I always take those comments and I absorb them and I try to use them to make this channel and this community better. So thank you so much for being here and a part of this journey, and I greatly appreciate it. If I could give everybody a big hug, I definitely would. So that is all for this fall Q&A video. I hope you have enjoyed listening to all of my answers to the questions that you guys asked. Thank you to every single person that reached out and asked me questions, because I would not be able to do a video like this without the questions. So if I did not answer any question, or if you have one for me, leave that in the comments below and I will do a second video if I have enough questions. And I will make sure to leave all of the questions that I answer today in the description, and any products or anything like that I talked about, those will also be in the description below. So I hope you give this video a big thumbs up. By giving my videos a thumbs up, it shows YouTube you're engaged and you like my content, which means they'll start suggesting it and recommending it to more people, which means our community will grow and will continue to spread positivity. Also, I hope you hit that red subscribe button to become a part of our community and our mission to get organized on a budget and with a plan together. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and until next time, bye you guys.